A motorbike passenger's jaw was almost ripped off after she rode mouth-first into a cord someone had deliberately tied across a street. Linda Gonzalez was left with horrifying injuries after her mouth collided with a ratchet strap while she was pillion passenger on her fiancé Ron's bike earlier this month. Police officer dies following Europa League fan clashes. She was almost decapitated after striking the white cord strung across a street in Tucson, Arizona, and had to have 4 titanium plates inserted into her jaw. By coincidence, Ron had bent forward to adjust a switch moments beforehand, meaning he avoided injury. Updates from Ron on his Facebook page disclosed how Linda spent time on a ventilator on ICU, fractured her cheeks, palate, eye socket and split her jaw. He said that her optic nerve was damaged by the crime, which he insists must not be referred to as an accident, and said Linda lost many of her teeth, 2 of which are still attached to a piece of jawbone that may later be used for reconstruction. According to Ron's Facebook page, Linda must also undergo extensive facial cosmetic surgery, as well as use a feeding tube after she is discharged from hospital. Recalling the incident on a GoFundMe page set up to raise funds for Linda, her stepdaughter Arizona said, "Linda was riding on the back of my dad's motorcycle, a favorite pastime for both of them. Unfortunately, some punks in our quiet neighborhood decided to maliciously tie ratchet strap from one side of the street across to the other. Neither of my parents saw the strap as they cruised down the neighborhood street, and unfortunately Linda was nearly decapitated when she collided with the strap. My dad, thankfully, was sitting lower than Mom, and was mostly unaffected. The extent of her injuries is heartbreaking, as the strap nearly ripped her jaw off. There is extensive damage to her face, vital arteries, and soft tissue, and dozens of fractures to her face, skull and possibly cervical vertebrae that so far have required several surgeries and will require several more." And posting on Facebook Tuesday, Ron added, "I corrected a doctor the other day in front of all his students when he announced that Linda had been in a motorcycle accident. This was not an accident. No one accidentally tied a tie-down strap around a mailbox across the street to a tree. This was a crime. At the very least, aggravated assault, where it stands now with TPD. Tucson police are investigating the crime and have appealed for information."